Hey, Andrew here for mynexttablet.com. I'm in Barcelona right now because there will be the Mobile World Congress in just one day. But now this evening Samsung already had a press conference and they introduced the new Samsung Galaxy Book 12, a 12-inch Windows tablet. It's pretty much the new version of the Galaxy Tab Pro as that was introduced last year. It's still 12 inches and yeah, let's just take a look at it. As I said, 12 inches, it has a Super AMOLED display, which is quite nice. It's pretty much the only Windows tablet with a Super AMOLED display. It has the same resolution, I believe it's 2160 by 1440, so it's quite a high resolution, more than Full HD, but not as high as a couple of competitors. Inside runs an Intel Core i5 chipset, the U series of the newest Kaby Lake chipsets, and together with 4GB or 8GB of RAM and a 128 or 265GB SSD. That are the main specs. Then we have the front camera over there, 12-inch display, as I said, a black bezel. Around the display the Samsung logo. On the bottom we've got a connector for a keyboard cover. On the other side there's an audio port, two USB Type-C ports, then a fan or a speaker. Both is either a fan or a speaker. The U-series chip certainly does need active cooling. Then we have a volume rocker and a power button, and on this side another fan or speaker, and it's probably a micro SD card slot, but there will be an LTE version as well. On the back we've got a camera and the Samsung logo, and I actually believe this is plastic. It looks a bit like aluminium, but I'm quite sure this is plastic. At least it doesn't feel as high-end as the Surface, for example. I'm pretty sure this is plastic. It's alright, it's still quite thin, not too heavy, but I really think this is plastic. Anyway, the display is quite nice, and on here runs standard Windows 10. Nothing much to say about Windows 10. It's like Windows 10, we know it from tablets for quite a while now. So let's take a look at the keyboard cover. This is this. It's pretty much like the keyboard cover from last year. I could type on the keyboard here quite nicely. It's a good keyboard, but what I don't like is that you can't angle it a bit like you can with the Surface series for quite a while now. Also with Lenovo, Windows tablets, Acer, Asus, they all support the angling. Samsung does not. What's also not that nice is that the combination here is not as stable. Like if I use it in a bus or something and it gets a bit wobbly, then I would be afraid that it falls off. I think the combination of a kickstand and a separate keyboard that you can angle to make a bit more stable is a better solution. Or if you have like a real keyboard dock, that's like a physical big dock, so that you get a normal notebook, that's obviously the most secure solution. But then it wouldn't be as thin and light as this one. As you can see, it gets very thin and light. Another accessory is the S Pen that comes with the Galaxy Book 12. It's included, and we have it right here. So let's turn this back on. This is the S Pen. A lot of Windows tablets have a stylus, and Samsung now does too have an active stylus. And there's obviously handwriting recognition built into Windows, but also Samsung has its own software pre-installed. There's a partnership with Adobe, so you should be able to use Photoshop quite nicely with this. And also there are a couple of features from the Galaxy Note series, like air commands. If you hover the stylus just a bit over the display, press the button, then the air commands pop up, and you can like take a screenshot, write on it, and so on, or just take a standard note in the Notes app, or draw something. So that's pretty much like we've known from the Galaxy Note series for quite a while now. So overall, it's a pretty decent solution what Samsung is giving us here. There's a lot of competition, really a lot of competition. There's competition from Microsoft, Lenovo, Asus, Acer, pretty much every manufacturer, even Medion. And I'm not sure if this will be a big seller. The S Pen stylus is certainly nice, same goes for the S Pen display, but we really have to wait for a price to see how competitive it is. I don't have a price right now because Samsung did not mention it at their press conference. So go to tablet.de, maybe I will have a price once this video here goes online. Alright, this is a quick hands-on with the Samsung Galaxy Book 12. I'm Andrew for mynexttablet.com. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments. Thanks for watching.